going to be doing a James Bond 007 video game collection video today. I just got another one yesterday. Well, this is going up Sunday. I got the game Friday. So, I figured I don't plan on getting more Bond games at the moment. There are some I want. More that I do want. I will mention them at the end of the video. I forgot I showed I have 11 of them across 5 systems. Oh, and I'm going to be putting up another Silent Hill 2 impressions video on my other channel. If you want to check that out, I don't know if that's going up. Oh, it would be going up before this. But when you see this, if you want, if anything, that impressions video will be up today, Saturday, when I'm filming it. But you won't be seeing this until Sunday. So when you see this, if you want to check that out, go over there. I was thinking about maybe putting another one on this channel, but I was just like, I don't know. I figured I'd do one there for that channel as well, and like an extended one, because there's some gripes I'm having with the game. So, but who knows? Maybe I'll do both. I don't know. But anyway, let's get started. I'm going to start with like the kind of oldest, well, I don't know when, well, these would come out at the same time, I guess, but here's World Is Not Enough for the Game Boy Color. I have not played this one yet. I've seen videos on it. This is the one I got, last batch of games I got from East End Gaming on Long Island. It was $6.99. I've not played this one yet. But I've seen videos of it. It's like a top-down kind of Bond, similar to the Everything Is Nothing on the GBA. Apparently it's not great, but you know what? When I play it, I'll give it a shot. And here's The World Is Not Enough on the Nintendo 64. I do want to get the PlayStation version as well, although I hear this is the much superior version to the PlayStation version. I've played a good amount of this. It's a solid shooter. It's not as good as like a GoldenEye, which I need to get. I'll talk about the ones I want at the end. But it's really good. It's following the movie. But it's a good shooter. EA did pretty well with this one. As did they with the some of the other ones coming up. But I do like the blue cartridge. It's a solid title that's not expensive. You can get this for like $15-20, which, you know, for Nintendo 64, a non-sport game is a decent deal. If you can get this for about $50. I think I don't know if I got this in, I forget. I don't know if this was a gift for Christmas or not. I can't remember. But I remember looking at prices of it. It was like $15 to $20. And the last one here before we get into the last cartridge-based one before we get into the disc versions is Everything or Nothing for the GBA. I played some that's pretty cool. It's top-down. You're doing Bond stuff, but it's in a top-down view, which works. I know Nightfire had come out for the GBA as well, and that's actually a first-person game, which is, you know, I know there were some first-person shooters, I'm pretty sure, on the GBA, but there wasn't many. But it didn't matter, because this one was not first-person on the consoles. It was third, so from what I played of it, it was actually pretty decent. I want to play these two, actually, on the TV through the Retron Square. I feel like I would enjoy them more on the bigger screen, or it's not the full screen, you know, they size it down, but it's much bigger, much bigger than a Game Boy Advance screen or a DS screen. Well, you can't play this on the DS, this you could. This you can play on the Game Boy Advance. Alright, so I only have them for 2 more systems here. It's all Xbox systems, but I do have, I'm pretty sure, all of them that came out during the era of the Xbox, GameCube, and PS2. The Dreamcast is in that era too, but there was no Bond games, I'm pretty sure, on the PS2, on the Dreamcast. And the first one I figured I'd get out of the way first for these is GoldenEye Rogue Agent, so this is like a spin-off, I guess. I got this for $5. This is what it came from the Video Game Trading Post, I believe. Oh god. Inside of that case is badly cracked. I think when I bought it at the time, I didn't even realize. I think this was just there, but it must have cracked further somehow. Rogue Agent, I always was under the impression that Bond, you kill Bond in this one in the beginning, or he dies in the beginning, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't. But you get like Left 4 Dead, I believe, and they give you the golden eye. They were trying to bank on the name GoldenEye. But you get a golden eye, you start kind of working with the criminals, but going up against the criminals as well, I believe. So here you're fighting alongside legendary villains such as Goldfinger, Oddjob, Pussy Galore, and Dr. No. From what I played of this, it was very, and it will be like another one I'm going to show, which I've talked about. I did a gameplay on the channel. This is very standard corridor shooter. It does not have the feel or the charm or just the gameplay, in my opinion, as the other ones coming up. Well, specifically the first-person shooter ones that I'll be showing. It's just an average game. It's not like complete shit, but it's average. So this was the first one that was released during this era, Agent Under Fire. You can tell it's like Pierce Brosnan from like the kind of silhouette, but he's not in this game. I played this one and completed it back in the day on the GameCube. And the thing about these Bond games is, nice looking disc as well. The thing about these Bond games is, they're not overly expensive. Like even GoldenEye, now, because I was looking at GoldenEye, I had it back in the day, obviously, but I don't have it now. I do have it on Rare Replay because they added it as a DLC to Rare Replay, and if you throw a Rare Replay disc in, you can play it. But even that now is not overly expensive. That used to be like $50. You can get it for almost like $30 now. But this one was cool. Good first-person shooter. Nice locations, bright, colorful locations. You get some car missions in there. It's Bond, first-person shooter. You got different gadgets. You got to do different things. There is a multiplayer in here, which I don't think I played. I think I played some of Nightfire's, but with bots, because you can add bots. I don't know if you could put bots in this one. But yeah, 007 Agent Under Fire. And here's Nightfire, where they straight up have... I don't think he used his voice in this, but they've now gotten his likeness. This one's better than Agent Under Fire. Similar game. Same thing, you got your on-foot missions, you got your in-car missions. I found this one to be better than the other one. This did have the multiplayer. I want to say I played the multiplayer on this. 10 exotic locales. That's the thing with these Bond games. I got this from the Video Game Trading Post in Bayshore Mall. For 10. I'm pretty sure this is the one where you're in space at the end. Like I said, my memory on these is not like, I have not played them to completion in a long time. I did think I did a gameplay of this on this channel at some point. But that could have been 5 years ago now, 6 years ago. But it was a solid first-person shooter. As was Agent Under Fire, but like I said, I like this one a little more. When did this come out? 03? 02. Wow. Really? Because I'm pretty sure. You see, Agent on Fire came out in 02 as well. So they put out 2 Bond games in the same year. This would have came out. I remember this did. When I got it on the Cube, I believe it was like March or something of 02. Unless it came out a little sooner. Maybe it came out a little sooner on the PS2 and GameCube. And then they put it out like a couple months later on the Xbox. That actually could have happened as well. Because now I'm thinking, I'm like, did I actually get it in March of 02? Or did I get it before the end of the year in 01? But I don't know for sure. But that might have been the thing where it came out earlier. At least earlier on the PS2. Like a couple of months. Here's Everything or Nothing. So now you get Bond with the likeness, and I'm pretty sure the voice. This was a 4 at the Video Game Trading Post. This is when there was the one that was in Sunrise Mall at the time. This game's awesome. They moved into third person here, and it works well. There's a lot of known people in this. Got Willem Dafoe, Shannon Elizabeth, and Judi Dench as M here. John Cleese is Q. Richard Kiel they had in there as Jaws. I believe he made an appearance in this. Like I said, it just works well. There are vehicle missions in this one as well, but you always get in the great Bond environments. You can go into different locations across the world. And the gameplay was fun. Like I said, it worked well in third person. It just almost kind of makes a little more sense to be in third person. So technically Pierce Brosnan was in 5 Bonds. Because I'm pretty sure his voice is in this one as well as it's just his likeness. Let's see. Yeah, it was Richard Kiel as Jaws. But you can find it in the bag. I said it's been a while, so I can't remember exactly. Do they not have the credits in here? That's weird. Huh. Okay, then. I'm pretty sure it was the voice, though. He did the voiceover as well as like that. I think all those people did the voices. But yeah. Everything or Nothing. And the last one I have for the Xbox is From Russia with Love. So you got Sean Connery now doing the voice in this as well as his likeness. So you're playing through From Russia with Love. I admittedly have not played this one yet. I wanted to get it though to have all of them. I do need to give this one a play though. It looks cool. I'm watching video on it. You get some jetpack action in here as well. Boats. It's kind of cool that Sean Connery did the voice in there. Apparently they got some of the other people too. Like Robert Shaw. I'm pretty sure he was in that one. I can't remember fully. Let's see. It's funny as you see the manual get smaller and smaller and then not be there at all. Another nice disc. This one I got off of eBay. I think it was like $8 or $9. I don't know. And this came out like 05. Yeah, this is a later one. 05. And now I'll finish off with the Xbox ones. This is the latest pickup. I have not played it yet, but it is. I got this one I got on Friday. eBay. It's 9 and change. Quantum of Solace. This one is in first person now. Daniel Craig's likeness, but I don't think he did the voice. Oddly enough, this is the only one. Well, no, I have not seen No Time to Die yet. I've never seen this one full. I've seen it in pieces. I've always seen the end, and there's like middle sections I've seen as well. I heard this one's decent. Not fantastic, but it's decent. Like I said, though, I want to get more of these Bond games. I'll talk about some of the other ones in a few minutes. Here's a disappointing one that I did a gameplay on. GoldenEye Reloaded. This originally came out on the Wii, and then they brought it over to the PS3 on the DS. This one feels, and I did a gameplay of it. I was playing it. I started to get bored. This to me felt like a standard corridor shooter. It did not have the impact. Even the weapons felt like they didn't have the impact like they did on the Nintendo 64, the original version. But you do get Daniel Craig in this one as well. And they expand upon the stuff nicely. The levels are bigger and stuff. It just felt so generic to me. I don't know. Like mediocre, not terrible, but not. I expected this to be a lot better than what I've played of it so far. It's actually really disappointing, to be honest with you. GoldenEye Reloaded. And the last one I did a gameplay of as well. Bloodstone, 007 Bloodstone. And such a great deal on this still. The disc is still in the 360. If I hadn't gotten Silent Hill 2, I'd be playing more of this. This one's cool. It's in third person again. So I did a nice long gameplay of it. It's kind of fun, you know. It's not overly complicated, which is nice, but you do cover-based system and stuff. Shooting feels pretty good. You could do in the little gadget stuff with your device, you know, your phone, your scanning stuff and things like that. There was a boat mission early on, and you threw you in the car as well, so you're gonna be in the car. I think I was in the car for the gameplay briefly. I don't know, but I like this one, and Daniel Craig is back here again. I do want to keep playing this one because I was enjoying this one. Like I said, that price is great because it's usually a $25 game complete. Especially the condition this one was in. But, this is a cool one. Maybe one day if I get more and I play it a significant amount at least of most of them, I'd do a ranking, but I still want to get, I don't want to get everyone. I know there's one on the Atari from back in the day. I do want to get a copy of GoldenEye again for the Nintendo 64 at some point. I kind of want to get at least two. I don't know if I'm going to get World's Not Enough on the PS1. I do want to get the Tomorrow Never Dies on the PS1. And they did have the Racing, 007 Racing, which I might pick up. But I definitely want Tomorrow Never Dies. I'll probably get the one on the original Game Boy. I want to get the Genesis one, the Duel. That was Timothy Dalton. Obviously no voice or anything like that, but he's on the cover. I do want that one, preferably complete. And you can find them complete for like $30, $35. So it's not overly pricey. For sure I want that one. Probably the Game Boy one. Tomorrow Never Dies, those three. Another copy of GoldenEye 4. And I want to get the Quantum of Solace on the PS2, because that one's in third person as well. Nightfire on the is a little expensive actually for the Game Boy Advance. I don't necessarily need that one. I may want to get one or two of the DS ones. The DS had GoldenEye Reloaded. They did Bloodstone, and I think they did Quantum of Solace. I know, I'm pretty sure they had those three. I don't know if they had any other ones. So I might pick up maybe one or two of those. I don't know. I might have to check out some gameplay first, but for sure Quantum of Solace on the PS2. Another copy of GoldenEye on the N64. I keep saying another copy, just having another copy. I don't have it, but I do have it through Rare Replay. Those two, Tomorrow Never Dies, the Game Boy one, and the Duel and the Genesis. And there's some other ones floating around, but like I said, I'm not looking for a complete collection of Bond games. I don't think any other ones came out on the Game Boy Color or the original Game Boy. I know there's James Bond Jr. on the... They might have put it out on the Super Nintendo as well, but definitely was on the NES. I think it's a little pricey, actually. I might be missing a few, too, like in terms of ones Bond games that are out there. But anyway, yeah, that is my 007 video game collection here, but thanks for checking us out, and have a good day.